Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm going to zoom in and see. We got TC up here a little closer. We can zoom in and take a look at his. Well, just as I start talking about zooming in, he gets a little bit further away, but you can look how much those have changed in just a few days. They have changed a lot. And the other little deer that's up here, his has changed a lot also. And you see that those are splitting out. Those are real wide. He's going to have some really wide horns coming out there. It might be a tick on him there. Probably what that is. I don't know his number, 21 something or other, but you can see that those are going to be some bigger horns too. In fact, those horns might actually end up being, looks like what, 21, what was that, 21, 13 or 11? But those are going to really split out big, and those are going to be something pretty special. So these things change so rapidly this time of the year. It's amazing. You can see these deer just about got their summer coat, not quite. They'll turn kind of an orange color. They're 21-13 right there. Lucky number 13 right there, yes sir. That is that deer's second horns. This is 23, so he was born in 21. Now Forrest will have his third. You take a look back there at TC, you can see how big his are, just a big old bulb up there. You can see that the left side, the right sizes we're looking at there is going to be much larger. That's the way it's been in the past as well. And we'll see what he has coming on the other side. Maybe he'll have a big, beautiful rack this year. He's an old deer. You can tell by looking at him, he's just so much older. Getting a little bit of a sway in his back. His got a pot belly on him. Big old, big, beautiful deer. Weighs a lot. I mean, weighs a lot. Now I see another deer or two out there. They've come from all of our talking. Don't know what they are. Both are bucks, however. So we have 5 bucks here. That's really good. They're a long way off and they're not coming in. Forrest might be the king of the roost because he's sort of ruling everything. The deer are looking out behind him in the woods, so there might be another deer coming up. So we are getting some really good look at some antlers this morning. And they were still just nubbins, but boy, what nubbins they've got and how much they have changed. So we have 5 bucks out here. You know, this is good. There's so much to eat in the wild. They're not coming around the house very much right now. But these deer are going to have some really impressive racks. That deer right there you're seeing on the left side of that tree. And they're going to fight a little bit, a little sparring with their feet. They have no antlers to fight with. But they still are wanting to get dominion over each other because, you know, they'll get those horns up. The horns will be soft, full of blood. And then they'll get hard come wintertime. And then they'll be in a battle for the girls again. It's a never-ending deal. So really throughout the year, they even when they don't have antlers, they use their feet as a weapon and to kind of get dominance over each other. A lot of the dominance is not necessarily the size of the rack, but the size of the deer. The body of the deer. The age of the deer makes a difference too, you know. Sometimes a younger deer can whip an older deer just because of the age. I think that's what's beginning to happen to TC is TC is beginning to, where are you TC? There you are right there. TC, oh it's not TC, there you are right there. TC is beginning to just get a few years on him, but you can really see there that that everybody's looking good. These 5 deer here, now we had about 6 that was hanging around, so we might be missing one. And one of them that we haven't seen in a while is 06, you know, because they only have 1 horn on one side, so he'll be very easy to recognize. He still does have a tag that says 06, but we kind of think something might have happened to him. We haven't seen him in quite some time. Those other 2 deer are not coming in. They're staying off out there in the woods. You see them right back there is one. Over to the left is another. Right dead behind that tree, just seeing an ear stick out on one side. But he's got a pretty good rack on him. So hopefully we'll get these up here. As the rains, it came a little rain this morning. They're talking now maybe 2 to 4 inches. I don't know what's going to happen because we seemingly have missed today's and it won't rain anymore until maybe tonight. But there's a really good look at the antlers. And my man Forrest is right here somewhere. I can see him looking really good. There's a good look at Forrest. We got a good look at him up close. And hopefully it'll be maybe be 10 or 12 points this year. Wider and heavier. TC is walking off. I can find him. TC is walking off. The other two deer kind of wandered off out there. There's so much to eat, they don't really have to come get the feed. But Forrest is doing just that. He is really chowing down. He's kind of getting about everything that I threw out. So I'll try to get them coming back up here. They just weren't used to me, and maybe I can get a collar on Forrest. I got to get it on there pretty quick before those get much larger. Looking good, Mr. Forrest, looking good. That's my boy Forrest, my man Forrest. Okay, this could be the problem with my bucks not coming around the house too much. They have competition and they are outgunned in the weight department. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bucks, probably the same 5 bucks that were there earlier. But you see what else has come in there is elk. Now the elk are going to be a little bit more spooky, and they probably have learned when the feeder is going off, and they're coming in here. You see the elk running off there. There's only, I see 3 out there. I don't know how many there are, but I see 3 right out there. You can see my boys are up there. They're coming up there. That's all 5 bucks right there. I say all 5, that's 5 bucks. And they come up there around that feeder, and the elk have come in right after they did. I saw them looking out. Oh, looky there. Deer are always licking other deer. Look at that. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? There's 2 more down here. Those are all 5 bucks. I think. Yes, they're all 5 bucks. But the elk are in there. Now the elk have come in and they're going to take over the food. The feeder probably just went off. And the elk are going to take over the food. It's what they're thinking. But I'm not going to let them. You guys get out of here. Y'all go. You got 2,000 acres to graze on. You do not have to come up here and eat my poor little baby's food. The elk says, "Oh, way to go, Jimmy. Way to go." Oh, we're going to have a little attitude adjustment there. Oh, yeah, we're going to be friends. We're going to be friends. That could be father-son right there. Without a doubt, it could be father-son. But that's nice. Very, 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 very nice. I love it. And the elk, they don't know whether to stay or go, but they're thinking, I don't want to mess around out here. That cat's carrying that whatever he's carrying and talking. The elk are not super wild, as you can tell. I could probably get within bow range of them. Maybe not. Says, you talk about bow range, we're leaving. That's a big bunch of meat walking around on them 4 legs there. Yeah, they're gonna boogie. Yeah, that whole elk hid behind that tree and just disappeared. Isn't that something? The entire elk just disappeared behind that tree, like he crawled in a hole or something. How do they know how to do that? So those 3 elk were going to come up and gorge themselves on food. But the boys are back. I want these guys hanging around. We want to watch your antlers grow, guys. Every week we're going to watch them. Y'all are putting on a show for us. Changing every single solitary week. Look at those. Seem like they've changed since I shot them early this morning. Seem like they're bigger than they were early this morning. Is that possible? Look at TC. And that's a big deer right there, girls and boys. A big deer. Get on out of here, elk. Get on out of here. Let the boys eat the South Fresh. Okay, guys and girls, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this week's Watching Giant Deer Antlers Grow video. They changed a lot. They changed a lot. We've had some rain in here the last couple, 2 or 3 days. Actually, through all the things, we got 1.7 tenths. We got 1.2 tenths of it in a relatively short period of time. The water's come up a little bit here on the Eagle. Have not been over to look at Canyon. Got a little bit more rain forecast tomorrow. But anyway, we'll see what happens. May was the wettest month of the year last year. It rained 7 inches during the month of May. We've got about 13 now. We only had 6 inches, so we're double what we had last year through the first 4 months of the year. So we're really blessed with the rain out here. But we're having a little bit difficult time getting very much video of our yard bucks. We got 5 of them at least, and we're having a difficult time because there's just so much to eat. They're not coming in here very often. The South Fresh Food brings them in, and they come in, and I'm trying to get a collar on Forrest. Have not been able to do it. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. I have some collars that one of our ladies here on social media made us some, and that she really, handmade them. They're really fancy collars, and but they're pretty good size, and might fit Forrest where I can maybe get around and maybe snap one. They got a snap on the end of them, and but the only thing I worry about is if he'd be able to get it off if he gets in a fight this fall, but which he will be doing some fighting this fall. I'm absolutely confident of that. But anyway, the videos are not very long. They're only going to be 12 or 14 minute videos, or they were, I say, going to be. They're only 12 or 14 minute videos, but let's at least get a good look at all of the bucks that we've got that we can get videos of. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. We'll be able to run around and get some videos out in the woods a little bit, maybe during the month of May and June. And July, they should be big. A lot of them should be really big. TC and Forrest, I just don't know what to expect this year. And 2 or 3 of those other bucks that had little small racks last year has some big nubbins coming out. It looks like they're going to be really sharp. So anyway, guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. And remember, I sure do love you.